Hey guys, it's Green Tech Network again, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Kinter MA-170 Mini audio amplifier. I was actually planning on using this to create a smaller version of my portable car stereo, which you can watch in one of my other videos. I purchased this one, and I also purchased the LP LP 2020A+, which is a little bit nicer, a little bit more robust. I'll be reviewing this one in a second video, which I will link in the description. But back to the Kinter. They sell for around $10 to $15 on eBay, free shipping, directly from China. It comes with this pretty nice aluminum housing, and it also has two holes so you can mount it on your project or whatever you're building. So for some of the functionalities, you have your basic, power knob, bass control, volume control, and treble control. The button and the three knobs, they all feel pretty nice. They have good resistance and everything, but they are kind of cheap plastic, which isn't too bad considering it's only $10 to $15. It's manageable. Onto the back, you have your standard left-right audio, and then your two speaker hookups. You also have your 12 volt over here, your 12 volt input, which it just takes, I think, 12 volt DC up to 1 amp, I think, is the recommended power supply. Inside it actually has a LA4508 Sanyo audio chip. So when I was purchasing it, there was all these ads, and it says 100 watts per channel, 30 watts per channel, 20 watts per channel, and it's all the same thing. It was all the MA-170. So I had no idea what I was getting, because it didn't tell me what the chip was or anything. So when I got it and I took it apart, and like I said, it's the LA4508 by Sanyo chip, and basically it's 8.5 watts per channel at 3 ohms, which, most people don't have a 3 ohm speaker. Car audio uses 4 ohms, and home audio usually uses 8 ohms. So, if you're using, like I have here, this is the one I'll be testing it with. This is just a cheap little, I think it's like a 6-inch or 4-inch speaker, and it's a little cheap $10 speaker. This is 8 ohms. So if you do the math, the 8.5 watts at 3 ohms actually is around 3.2 watts, or excuse me, the 8.5 watts at 3 ohms is actually 3.2 watts at 8 ohms. So, you are, anyone who's into speakers knows that a 3.2 watt amplifier at 8 ohms for speakers pretty bad. That could pretty much run maybe one of those little speakers that comes in a computer case. It can't even completely power this one, which is just a little $10 speaker. So I have, to demonstrate it, I have 12 volt power supply. Let me plug in. I also have just a mono audio cable, because we only have one speaker. And let me hook the speaker up. Positive and negative. So one kind of cool functionality of it is when you turn it on. Oh, that's good. Still playing. So when you turn it on, it's got cool little colors, I guess, that go around the outside of the volume knob, but the LED is only on the right side of it. So only the right side's a lot brighter than the left side. But, still kind of cool though. What I did notice is when it's hooked in and everything's plugged in, turned on, when you touch anything metal on it, so if you touch the case, I don't know if you guys can hear that on the camera, but you get some feedback in the speakers, just a little bit of buzzing, which I guess isn't that big of a deal unless you're using it in an application where it's constantly being touched, but not that big of a deal. So I'll now play a drum loop for you. So let me see if I can, let's put the speaker up on top. So let me get it playing. So So that distortion you hear isn't coming from the microphone on the camera, because I have a pretty good microphone. It's actually coming from the amplifier's clipping, because it's not powerful enough. So here, I'll set this down, and you can see that it kind of starts to happen if, I don't know, just focus this on the speaker for some reason. But here's the volume, so when I turn it up, that shows you where. It kind of starts to do it around the half mark. You can definitely hear it clipping. You know, even if I turn up the bass knob, you know, like it's already clipping, like right here. So I mean, it's not for $10 to $15 if you're using like a small speaker. Then you know it's a pretty good deal. And, you know, if you have something a little bit smaller than this, it'd probably be okay. Like when I had it up at half volume, you could see the sub in here was basically. It was moving in and out probably 5 to 10 millimeters, so you know about a centimeter, which isn't really that much. And I mean, this is just a tiny little speaker. So if you're trying to do anything bigger than this, your best bet would be to spend a little bit more money, buy something a little nicer. So all in all, you know, it's pretty decent for $10 to $15. I mean, you know, that's really cheap for anything really. But if you're using it for anything more than the smallest of speakers, then I probably would not recommend buying this. I do recommend, however, my LePi LP2020A, which I'll be reviewing in my next video. So stay tuned, check out the next video. If you have any comments or questions or anything like that, just leave it in the comment box and I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching.